Hello everyone. In previous lecture, we start the seventh chapter from the general pathologies, circulatory disturbances. What is a circulatory disturbances? Anything that produce the disturbances in normal circulation is known as a circulatory disturbances. And one circulatory disturbances studied in previous lecture is the hyperemia. So in this lecture we are going to start one more circulatory disturbances is ischemia, its causes and effect. So what is a ischemia? Ischemia, it is defined as inadequate blood supply to organ up to complete stoppage of blood. Means inadequate means insufficient blood supply to any organs and complete stoppage of blood to this organ. It produces, this condition is known as a ischemia. So ischemia is induces the functional disturbances in organ which then appears into the cytoplasm called degeneration. It slowly approaches to the nuclear changes resulting into the necrosis and then gangrene. So in fact, it is a result of ischemia characterized by the necrotic degeneration having this triangular appearance. So ischemia is one of the circulatory disturbance. Then many causes of ischemia like as ischemia is related to the blood supply, obstruction in blood flow at three different sites such as the artery, vein and capillary. So obstruction in arteries are produce number of different factors such as a thrombosis, embolism, spasm, mechanical pressure and leakage. These are factors induces the obstruction in the artery, and because of that the blood flow are reduced to the specific organ. Then obstruction in vein. Obstruction in vein can be produced by the thrombosis, embolism, external pressure, spasm and the hypertrophy. So these are the one most cause of the ischemia. Then another is the capillary. So obstruction in capillary can be produced due to their high sensitivity to heat and cold. They suddenly undergo the contraction called as a spasm, means sudden contraction known as a spasm, and then exposed to cold condition may burst due to the exposure of heat. So heat transition mechanism or the here is takes place, and as their capillary diameter is very small and they can be blocked by group of RBC, detached cells from the cancerous tumors and clump of bacteria. These are the three main reasons or causes of the ischemia. Another cause of the ischemia is a local cause or general cause. In local cause, the by far the most important cause of ischemia is obstruction of arterial flow. Then intensive venous and capillary damage also produces ischemia. Then a general cause is may be caused by inadequate cardiac output, but not all tissue are equally affected because of redistribution are available. So one organs having attached many arteries or many capillaries, so not equally affected all tissue or organ. So symmetrically the gangrene or the extremities is occasional manifestation. These are the more two causes of the ischemia. Many signs and symptoms seen during the ischemic condition. Since the oxygen is carried to tissue in the blood and insufficient blood supply causes tissue to become starved of oxygen, means if an insufficient or inadequate blood supply, because of that the organ is starved because they not get the oxygen, they not get the nutrient. And in the higher aerobic tissue of the heart and brain, irreversible damage to tissue can occur in as a little 3 to 4 minutes at the body temperature. And the kidney are also quickly damaged by loss of blood flow. Tissue with slower metabolic rate may undergo irreversible damage after 20 minutes. So ischemic conditions treated within time is most important. So without immediate intervention, ischemia may progress quickly to tissue necrosis and gangrene within a few hours. So immediate treatment is required for the ischemia. These are the all signs and symptoms of ischemia. Many types of ischemia. First one is a cardiac ischemia. Cardiac ischemia means heart ischemia because cardiac muscles only present in the heart. The cardiac ischemia may be asymptomatic or may causes the chest pain known as the angina pectoris. In chest pain is also known as the angina pectoris, and it occurs when the heart muscle or the myocardium receives the insufficient blood flow, and these mostly frequently result from the atherosclerosis. And ischemic heart disease is the most common cause of the death in most western countries. Then these are the type of the ischemia, and because of that the insufficient blood flow. So these are the first type of the ischemia. One is the bowel ischemia. The both large and small intestine can be affected by the ischemia, and the ischemia of the large intestine may result in an inflammatory process known as the ischemic colitis. Means inflammation means it's a swelling or it's a redness, so it's known as an inflammation. And ischemia of the small bowel is known as the mesenteric ischemia. If the small bowel is affected is known as the mesenteric ischemia, and if the large intestine is affected is known as the ischemic colitis. So here is the picture of the large intestine is affected. Then another one type of ischemia is a brain ischemia. Here is the picture of the brain ischemia, and brain ischemia is the insufficient blood flow to the brain and can be acute or chronic. It can be acute or chronic. The acute ischemic stroke is a neurogenic emergency that may be reversible if treated rapidly. So acute is if the treated rapidly it is a reversible, but the chronic ischemia of the brain may result into form as a dementia called as a vascular dementia. So it is a irreversible case. So it is a brain ischemia. Fourth one is a limb ischemia. So lack of blood flow to the limb result in a acute limb ischemia. Here is the example of the limb ischemia. So one leg is a blue color. So here is picture of the limb ischemia. Many effects of ischemia. So first there are the three main effects of the ischemia. First one is a hypoxia. Hypoxia means oxygen deprivation, by far the most important factor for ischemic tissue damage of very active cells, for example muscles. Then second one is a malnutrition. Blood contain glucose, amino acid, and that could be metabolized by the amount of oxygen it contains. Hence it is a loss, it is of less amount. So malnutrition, it is due to the ischemic condition. Then third one is the failure to remove water products. So accumulation of metabolites in the most explanatory pain in muscle ischemia. So these are due to the failure to remove water products, and many other effects are also. So due to the stoppage of the blood flow, functional disturbances appears in the organ, and which is the mildest type of damage produced by the ischemia. For example, the angina pectoris. So pectoral muscle of chest is affected due to this the stoppage of blood, and when damage further increases, functional disturbances are appearance in the cytoplasm. This is known as a degeneration, and the cytoplasmic changes affect the nucleus, and the necrotic changes are seen along the structural visible changes in the nucleus, which is irreversible type of change. And when the large amount cell shows the necrosis, putrefaction takes place, then resulting into the gangrene. So in fact result due to the ischemia or the hypoxia, it is nothing but the necrosis in abnormal organ, or it is a triangular in shape. So these are the many effects of the due to the ischemia, and ischemia is one of the circulatory disturbances. So these have the many reasons, like I told about the thrombosis, embolism, spasm. These terms are we will going to discuss in next lecture in detail. So keep it in mind. We want to know about these terms. So here our ischemic conditions or ischemic causes, effects, and its definitions are finished, and the point of ischemia is also finished. So I stop here. If you having any problem about any lectures, so contact me. So I stop here. Thank you.